Hi, everybody. If you watched my recent videos, you know that I have switched to Linux recently in the last 1 or 2 months. And I had a laptop go bad on me. So I bought a new laptop here a while back and loaded Pop OS on it and kept having problems with lockups. Just little short ones, anywhere from 1 to 5 seconds or somewhere anywhere between 7 and 10 seconds. And occasionally just lock up so bad I had to restart the computer, but that's only happened a couple or three times. So for the most part, it didn't stop me from actually using the computer. It was just the annoying pain in the butt. So I tried Ubuntu, if that helped change the problem. I just did it from a USB drive stick, and no change there. So I loaded Linux Mint on the computer, dual boot with Windows. Figured it was easy install. Figured I'd give that a try. And still, same problem. Now, not a problem in Windows or anything like that, because my son's a software engineer and I contacted him and he asked me a couple of questions. He said, "Well, is Windows working good? Your computer having any problem in Windows?" And I said, "No, it's not. It's working fine in Windows." And at the time, I thought the mouse was locking up. And he said, "Well, does your touchpad work okay?" And I hadn't thought of that. I'll give that a try and see what happens. So, tried the touchpad, same thing. So I discovered it wasn't the mouse or the touchpad, is actually the whole system was locking up. Sorry for the roosters crowing here in the Philippines. They crow all the time, dogs barking, so sorry for that. But anyway, I tried looking on Google, I tried YouTube for a fix for this. All the suggestions, see what everybody else is having this problem was doing, how they fixed it. Nothing worked because apparently it's a fairly common issue. So I went through, did all that, reloaded new drivers, updated kernels, edited the grub like they said, memory test, all kinds of things. Everything I could find online to fix it. Nothing worked. Still a problem. So last night I figured, well, I'm gonna go into BIOS and try changing things in BIOS again, because I'd done that before. I'd tried different settings in BIOS, except for there was one setting I had never tried, never thought of even. And when I was in BIOS, looking through things to see what I could change that I hadn't changed before, there was a setting for the GPU for auto, or use the NVIDIA cut. Sorry, the NVIDIA GPU, or the onboard uh, Intel GPU, I guess it is. So I switched it from auto to use NVIDIA GPU only, rebooted the system, and it worked. No more problem with lockups or anything. And just to be sure, I went back into BIOS, turned it back to auto, went back into Linux Mint, and it started having the problem again. So went back into BIOS, selected NVIDIA GPU only, and no more problem. It's worked perfect ever since. So if you're having a problem in a computer like this and you've tried everything, can't figure out what it is, give this a try, because it worked for me. And I had seen this nowhere online. Nowhere ever did I see. Maybe try the GPU setting in BIOS. So I got a video here I made with my Osmo Pocket 3. I couldn't really use OBS to do screen recording because when you cut the computer off or turn the computer off, OBS shut down. So I just did it with Osmo Pocket 3, and I'll show you the test I did this morning, show how it worked and how I got in the BIOS and all that. So as you can see, the screen right now is locked up. Nothing I'm doing right now is giving me control. This is actually one of the worst lockups yet. Try this again. Okay, I'm going to start the computer up. Boot into the Mint. Password in. Okay, so far it's working good for right now. But it will stutter. Open a program. Go to my channel. Where is it? Click for updates. Right now it's running fine. Up there it locked up for a second. Had no control for a second. That's what I've been doing. Every once in a while it'll lock up for a second. There it did it again. Let's see, try opening something else here. Go back to YouTube. And I'm just going to keep moving the mouse until it acts up. Where's my channel? View your channel. Play a video. And let's open something else up. Terminal. Close terminal. Close that. Let's see. There, lock up right there. I can't move the mouse, and there it goes. So that's what it does. So to fix that, whoops, let's cancel. Shut down OBS. Stop recording. Shut OBS down. Restart. And in my computer, I got to hit F2 to get in the BIOS. I just repeatedly F2. Usually right here is where I need to hit F2. There we go. I'm in BIOS. Advanced settings at the top. Main, actually advanced. Display where it says auto select. Use NVIDIA GPU only. Go to exit, save and exit. And the computer will reboot. Enter for Linux Mint. My password. And everything works fine now. I can go into OBS Studio, not lock up. I can do pretty much anything and never have a problem. No mouse stuttering at all. YouTube. Oops. Go back into OBS Studio. Okay, now I can go into OBS Studio. Okay, I'm in. I'm running OBS Studio. Record the screen now. I have no problem whatsoever. No lockups at all. I've tested this for hours and I have never had a problem since I turned off the auto select for the GPU in BIOS. I can run the mouse, run different apps on top of each other, open more windows. Two YouTubes. And that fixes it. Okay, so now that you've seen the video, shows how to get in the BIOS on this computer and everything. Your computer may be different. If you have a different brand computer, you might have to hit the escape key or F10 or a different key combination to get in the BIOS depending on your computer brand. But if you're having this problem and it's driving you nuts and you can't figure out why or find a solution, give this a try. This could possibly be the problem for you, especially if it's a newer computer like this one. So thanks for watching. Have a good one. Bye, y'all.